Carson, and I'm going to talk to you about the human mind today. For the longest time, I was my own worst enemy. I was told that I had to beat the guy in between my ears before I could beat the guy across the field. But these last 3 years, I've really calloused my mind through hard work, prayer, and competition. My favorite prayer that helped me is the Serenity Prayer, and it's written by theologian Reinhold Niebuhr. It goes like this: God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your mind is a powerful tool, and you can use it to accomplish anything. We know this because when you think positively, you really show your true character. This is shown from a Native American story about two wolves. There's a grandpa and his grandson, and the grandson is asking him about these two wolves. And the grandpa explains to him that everyone has them, and one of them is positive and helps you out, one of them is negative and takes away from you. And so eventually, the grandson asks his grandpa, "Grandpa, which one wins?" And he goes, "The one you feed." We can choose to give in to positivity or negativity, and whichever one we do is the one that will happen. So why is this important to college students? Like you, I have things that I have to do that I don't want to do. Like this speech, for example. I don't want to be talking in front of you guys, but here I am. So I'm choosing to give in to the positive goal so that this will go by faster and hopefully I get a good grade. Another example of this is the AMCC, which is the anterior mid-cingulate cortex, which is a part of your brain. According to Science Direct, it basically helps you do innate things like breathing, walking, that kind of thing. And so Dr. Andrew Huberman, who is a professor of neuroscience at Stanford University, talks about the AMCC on a podcast called the Modern Wisdom Podcast with Chris Williamson. And he says, quote, "When dieting or resisting behavior that releases dopamine, the size and structure of your AMCC gets bigger over a period of time." That's really important because we know that that part of the brain, on top of doing innate things, helps with resilience. And it helps you to do hard things that you need to do when you don't want to do them. We also see this with obesity. According to the NIH, which is the National Institute of Health, in 1980, the obesity rate among adults in America was 13.4%. In 2000, it was 30.5%. And in 2020, it was 40.1%. This has a massive cultural impact of laziness and lack of resilience. So, if you're going to take away one thing, take away that however resilient you think you are, however big you think your AMCC is, you can always be more resilient and get through the harder things that you have to do. Thank you.